for joining us today. This is Saturday Night Live with me, Washerage Konyo, sitting in for Moturi Ed. Kwenye uko tumekumiss, numekaa sana kabla ukuje. Manze leo tuko na show tume line up for you. Najua Moturia yuko na memulizia sana, lakini mimi ndio niko, lakini mtashikilia vilivyo. Thank you so much for joining us for today's show. Leo tuko na show moto. We have Vuvu in the house. Manze ukijana ametushikilia sana kwa show zetu. We appreciate him manze. Nyashinski, kama unatu watch show ya leo manze, make sure that manze you reach out to this young man who has a passion to meet to do your kind of music and also to meet you in person. So shout out to you Nyashinski, shout out to all our fans. Alafu leo kwa trending topics, leo we are going outside Kenya. We have a guest all the way from Rwanda. So leo show itakuwa moto. Tutachambua what has been going on, and of course pale we have the sports segment with Ian Fabi, who is going to do things differently. So especially wale watu wanakuwa madwanzi kwa sports, watu kama mimi, you are well represented. So karibu sana kwa show. Be sure to comment pale hivi chini. Those who are watching us live from home, make sure you comment, share to as many as people as possible, and subscribe. So right about now we have Vuvu, who also has great news for us people in Nyeri and also in Kenya. So karibu sana Vuvu, kuja to represent manze. Umekuaje? Karibu sana. Take it down. Take it over.
Woza. Yo, pesa kikata kungia bado na force it. Hata nikisikia kukwit bado nikisikia kukwit bado na kumekubali bana zao nyingi hizi ya wale fragile na wagu toka Mombasa nikitoka Mombasa ya madax na wewe mbali mtoto kwanza mbali ndoto kwanza tengeneza plan na usijam, weka mentality titakuja vile takamna na kuwe fresh, ujue ni test, maisha ni rough road na hizi shida zinatutress. Waomba zi na wafikishe njili ndo ninge kwa magazine. Changu nimesaka toka Ngware G, dream ni valley na jionea mbali dynasty. I always do what I believe in. Sikumi na yote labda muhubiri, nitatola 10 mimi bado naamini Mungu ataifanya kazi na atanibariki. Naomba sana mimi maginike kesho, njikaze sana ndo nitajirisha hii ghetto, njepushe na mablanda ndo nibezi vicheko ndo nikiwagotea nawaambia I said so. Hadi when goodness a fall to depression, na wengi kando yangu wameingia kwa hii mateso, wengine ilizidi kawameza na siki mwili na akili likosa coordination. Yo, nizi mashida mingi tunajiwekea, mama ni getikali unashanga nini utampea na wezi msho, mashida zenye kwenye unapitia tutambue, heri toke madha ndo mlipie fare. Either nisikize ama nitala na uchungu ndo ndaza kusonga, niliweka kando burungu, nilikuwa solo kwa baridi ka eskimo, positivity nimeza pole kama njugu, nimetoka fana si chochi, badongo kwa rodi na sichoki, pala neza ni dis ati sitoshi, lakini na deliver kitu real siko joking. Yo, hii life haina time for the weak, it's either we adopt ama tubaki on our knees, praying to God that he fulfills our needs. Been there before na bado nbaki bila shit, so sahi sina time ya kuwa tired, sahi niko juu kote niko high, kaskujina jonole kwa Subaru una haya, sako ni cool, hiyo ndo kitu tuna mata, sitakudanganya mimi na randa ni aro, niko all smiles nikicheki tuna shine, nikupambana tukelaga tu machom za kupitisha mali za kungarisha wa guys. Hapa ni nipe nikupedwe na stahili, kubonga na kupe ni kunego na kafiri, kubishana kwa akili ndo kuwa ndume kamili, sikufi maskirere funge ndoa na 50 na mina keep sako yangu true, hata kiwa chini naonekana niko juu, sikuja juu ya luku ama juu kizungu, malume fika wewe amini tu ni Mungu, na mina keep sako yangu true, hata kiwa chini naonekana niko juu, sikuja juu ya luku ama juu kizungu, malume fika wewe amini tu ni Mungu. Count the money, lazima leo to get down, nikiwa stage siwezi kuwa let down, atinwa connect. Yo, count the money, lazima leo to get down, nikiwa stage siwezi kuwa let down, atinwa connect, lazima nitoboke pounds. Yo,
vuvuzela, si ndio? Nimeambia our audience uko na good news. Maybe unaweza share, utuambie what's going on.
Niko na niajeni nitoa Vuvu. Niko na track iko nje. Inaitwa Dam. Actually ni staff tulibonga na producer fulani anaitwa World Cup. Big up World Cup. Tulikama up na beat. Kama up na beat, nikaeka ka hook tu kana loop tu kanaitwa kana sound tu Dam. So like ni challenge. Tuko na wasanii kadhaa tunawaka na wao pia. Nimetoa yangu, tumeshoot video pia, iko on the way. Actually tumeshoot na jamani ito Made by Kanyi, big up manze. Hiyo na kuna album yangu nje, kuna singles ziko nje, kuna more to come.
We can't wait juu enye ngoma zako kama vile kama hujamfuata pale hivi social media, make sure you follow him, subscribe, share to as many people as possible. And as I always say, let's support local talent because mazenye hapa Nyeri we have mad talent. As we talk about what's trending, you're going to have the gang. So pale hivi our guests go wapi? Straton kuja bana kama kuna mtu ako confident ni Straton. So karibu sana pia Vuvu. This is the gang. We are going to talk about what's been. Karibuni sana. Have a seat, feel home. Our audience wako fiti, usijali. Huku Kenya tunaga mambo mingi. Here in Kenya we don't have kizungu haileti shangwe leo. Okay, so we are going to do more of English because of course we understand that Rwanda is going to tell us more about Rwanda, and of course pale vivu wanna to represent as we're going to look at what has been teeing. So maybe you can start by introducing yourself, and I'm going to start from my far left. Umejiintroduce, sema what you expect about these issues tuna discuss.
Naitwa Vuvu. What I expect ni kitu tu, ni time fit. Mimi nangoja tu time fit, nangoja kuchanganya hapa na Rwanda pia.
Haujui tunaongelelea nini, lakini I hope you're not nervous, right? So give him the microphone and maybe he can introduce himself.
Naitwa Sezche Straton from Rwanda.
The Pearl of Africa. You're going to tell us more about Rwanda, but well, there's lots of crazy stuff happening in Kenya. You've been in Kenya for a while, right? How long have you been in Kenya?
I think this is my 6 months, around 6, 7.
Okay, how do you find Kenya as compared to Rwanda?
Kenya is a nice place, good people. I liked it.
Okay, what's been happening in Kenya that has not been happening in Rwanda?
Honestly, something that surprised me a lot. And I'd be like, oh my God, it's mob justice.
Well, I think Vuvu should comment about the mob justice. Maybe you should explain. Vuvu, achukua microphone and tell him that mob justice is just another,
Hiyo ni a regular thing manze. Huku nakumbuka nikiwa mtoi kuna dingo shaishi kwa msee mtaa yetu. Sasa amepigwa hadi na madha fulani na heels. Alafu msee amerabishwa, do you know stinging nettle?
Do you know the vegetable, you will not eat it, but when you touch it, when you put it on your hand, it burns you, on your skin it burns you. You know that leaf?
Alirabiwa kwa game yake ya meno, yani walai anatoka di damu, unacheza. Mob justice ni kitu ya kawaida jo.
So there were like people like wamemfungua mdomo hivi wana that stinging nettle.
Manze.
So that doesn't happen in Rwanda?
No. Even if you catch a thief and you start beating him, you go in jail with him.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, I think
you
people
could get in jail before him.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I think Kenya is an angry country because I think everything here comes really There's a lot of difficulty in obtaining whatever what people have. So I think there's a lot of anger in people. So maybe in Rwanda you have it, all nice and smooth. Everything comes easily. So maybe that's why you don't feel the anger.
It's not like that. Like, people, they don't do that just because they want to, but because they discipline them just to be like that. You don't have to do like that.
Yeah, then of course let's not forget about the genocide memorial. I mean the genocide incident that happened in the 90s. So I think there's a lot of discipline when it comes to Rwanda, and I think Kenya should also adopt that. And I think it's something that should be addressed by the governor. But anyway, let's go back to our trending topic. So a lot of things have been happening. Maze kuna vitu zimekuwa go down. Zingine mzuri, zingine mbaya, but mostly zenye tuko nazo leo ni zile mbaya mbaya tu. So first of all, let me start with the sad, or something you can celebrate. Maybe a life for a field marshal who died at I think she was 91 years old. In Kenya we had our independence, and those guys were fighting for independence. So one of I think she was the only female who was fighting for independence together. She was among the Mau Mau leaders. I don't know if you've heard about Mau about Kenyan history, but first of all, let's listen to Vuvu's opinion about the life of Field Marshal. Inajua generation yenyu sijui kama
actually niko na knowledge on Mau Mau, but Field Marshal okay, nimesikia, nimecheki mambo yake, but sijakuwa nikifuatilia like story yake, but like umse she's a good soul, yani fighting for what kitu yenye tuko nayo sai, like this freedom. Tunashukuru manze, na tunasema soul yake rest in peace, na wase pia wale kwa take up hiyo spirit like see like fighting like ni necessary kwa ilikuwa hiyo time, but like fighting for what is right, unaona. So like mimi na mheshimu being pia female like kwa mbele hiyo line, like that's brave manze.
Exactly, we celebrate you. So I don't know, maybe you can tell us about a few people who you celebrate in Rwanda. Maybe I know our Rwandese people are watching us, so I give them maybe you tell us about maybe some people you celebrate in Rwanda.
There is those guys, soldiers that started that battle to stop genocide against Tutsi. The ones, and there is the king who fight for Rwanda to be that big, yeah.
And of course, we know that your president, we celebrate you, President Kagame, right?
Respect.
Yeah, respect is a big man. We celebrate you. The whole of Africa, the whole world celebrates you, Mr. President. Shout out to you. All right, so we move on to the next topic. And Field Marshal, may your soul rest in peace. And we celebrate your life. We celebrate you as Kenyan. Salute, salute, salute. His name is Ivo Otieno. So he was a legend. He was killed in the US, and he was smothered to death by the police. I think he was pinned down for 11 minutes until he lost his life. And so now the family went and sought for justice, and recently the family got compensated for 1.2 billion Kenyan shillings. So I mean, what do you think about that? Should have did they deserve more? Was justice served?
I think yes, because we all we passed through that way. Like, you can even go down there and the car hit you. Yeah. It happens. To pay that money, I don't think if the police done something, it's just because it's just not because of government. It's not government who say go kill this guy. It's not fair anyway, but you can't take it for granted. Yeah,
he was allegedly, accused of robbery. So he was pinned down, and it came soon after like there was this case of the Black Lives Matters where a guy called George was killed by the police. So do you think there's like a black thing happening? Do you think if it were a white man, the same thing would have happened?
I don't think so. But we should face reality. Like, this happens like all day. It happens.
No, this is not normal.
In America, it's normal. Like, black people die. Like, every day they die. Maybe it's just because he's the one. Sometimes he's the one who has known that he's been killed. But I think black people killed like every day.
Yeah.
So I think money can buy life. If you have money and your life is in danger, I think you can pay like all you have just to stay alive.
Yeah.
So money is not fair, but at least they get that money. Yeah, because some people died and
they were not compensated at
Yeah,
all. Okay,
yeah,
so
sure. That's
well,
what I think.
okay, great. What do you think, Vuvu?
First, I think si fair for that to happen. As much as pia ina happen normally, si fair. Vile tu iko Mayolo, unapata mse alifanywa hivyo. Pia inanipenigi pia like pia hizi side zetu like si fair, but wamewaiwa do ni sami personally from my end, mimi nitasema si fair. Money yes itaokolea, but mimi nimebambika kuona ati maybe wali try to seek for justice, na pia like hawa si wanafaa holdiwe accountable pia au police, like hiyo kitu sisaulike jo. Yeah. Life ni important kuliko kitu kingine, like inafaa ifikile time yenye life ni muhimu yani, unaona. But sijui kama kao jamaa lidingo ama nini, but bado neza dai like tufuate like maybe as a world yani, tufuate Rwanda as an example yani. Juu kama mpata maybe anakuziwa of burglary, si apelekwe through court ziko pale, unaona. So si fair na ni sawa. Yeah. Sina maneno.
Okay, well, all of your opinions are right, but for me, I can say that money cannot bring back life, and nothing much we can do about bringing Otieno back to us. But I think the government pia ilifa hiyo movie ya kuwapatia 1.2 billion. Najua it's not much, but it was a way of showing them, hey, we are sorry. Na pia polisi wenye walifanya hiyo kitendo, they were also arrested. So, but all I can tell Otieno's family is that grief does not go away in a day. It can take years, but the only thing that can heal grief is time. So give it time, and we are praying for your family. We are so sorry for the loss of Ivor Otieno, and may justice be served. Well, moving on to the next, well, I don't know sasa kama nitaitreat kama ni sad. Kuna watu wengine walifurahi, and there are other people who are sad. Well, Kate, actress, and Phil, the director, made a statement that they have ended their 6 years of marriage. You know that this was a power couple. I don't know if you have power couple. I know you do have power couples in Rwanda. People, you are like, hey, these ones can never break up. Hey, everybody wants to be like them. So, well, they broke up. They actually made a statement. It was a very, very mature breakup. You see, not like the drama that we normally have where people are like, wanatoanisha watu about I don't know what. Yeah, saying talking about private things, but these ones did it so maturely. But there was lots of reactions from Kenya. So, what do you think about? Tell us about your, your power couple, celebrity couples in Rwanda.
Honestly, I don't know any. Like, they are all the same. Like, if you're famous or you're not, people are the same. All I think is our parents are the ones, not this generation. No.
Oh, that's your opinion about marriage. This generation, so our parents were the last people to value marriage.
Sure.
The rest, no.
Anytime? Mm-hmm. You mean 6 years?
Yeah, they were married for 6 years and now it's gone.
sometimes 6 years ni mingi.
Okay.
Some are months and get divorced.
Yeah.
But I think only our parents, it stopped there. This generation thinks everything is-
Money.
Yeah.
So you've had guys,
Since,
it's not only in Kenya.
I'm saying, since money comes between, this is not love anymore.
Yeah, and Andrew Kife was there saying that there was a time Kate went out and she came back crying at the airport where Phil, the director, made a scene, coming for her, welcome back my wife, and she cried and cried. And maybe kwenye alikuwa ametoka pale South Africa, maybe alikuwa amefanyiwa mambo, so she was feeling guilty and she knew that, oh my God, if only he knew that I'm going to divorce him. Oh, what do you think, Bubu?
Naweza sema pia kama Straton hapo hivi like yani you happen, yani Joase ni wase kitu moja, you happen, na kitu kingine ni sad kwa mtu kama bado hajapata mtu. So unaona sasa ushuri mwingine sasa, yani mashauri wameogopa, unaona kama itakuwa hivi, na Vuvu wako pale ana search, yani inabaki tu unakanil manze, but ni sad juu ni kitu ni wase tumeona juu mi mtu kaa field director yu ni bamba, but si ati imeni affect in any way, but ni normal, but mashauri pia wasio like mi nawaambia personally, msiogope, wasiwatie nini si atuta nini itakuwa long.
Okay, so venye tu amesema maybe jatu affect sana because they are a celebrity. You want to say something? Please.
I think people live for long time all their lives. It's not because they don't fight or stuff,
Yeah, exactly.
which is different now. Like you get married with other guy just because you think he's perfect, just because he can give you what you want in material things.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why getting divorced is easy. Like you say, something this guy can give me, this other guy can give it to me. But in those old age, like our parents, they could just stay there for family, like my kids. It's not just because they don't fight or what.
Yeah.
But nowadays, nothing much. This guy can do everything you can do. Let's get divorced. It's okay. I
Well,
think it's the problem.
Okay, yeah, I know there's a problem and well, the value for marriage is inaenda chini. Siku hizi kuna ile pesa imeingia, especially the fact that pesa iliingililia na maisha venye imepanda, kuna venye pia mademo anatafuta hivi, na pia the physical appearance of a girl pia imeleta shida pale. Akina Vera wanatufanya tusi breathe. We Vera, speaking of Vera, and divorce. That lady aliachana na Brown Mauzo, we umeona social media yake venye manze pale inachatisha?
Nimeona manze, nimeona jo, but sasa ni normal, ni wase tu kama sisi wengine, lakini sasa Vera ametuchanganya, si uongo, ametuchanganya manze, na hatuna ubaya na hiyo ngori yote imetendeka. Mimi sina maneno mtato lai.
Yeah, so Vera Sidika, you've heard of Vera Sidika? Here in Kenya. Ujamuona? Vuvu, I think unafaa kuna nyuma ya tent na Straton kwanza umeonyesha Vera Sidika ni nani. Maybe atahamia Kenya permanently. Well, people in Kenya trend because of Big Nyash. You know what Nyash is? Yeah. So if you want to see Big Nyash, I don't know believe we have such celebrities in Rwanda. But anyway, well, I feel sorry for Kate and Phil. Personally, nilikuwa naangalia kama, you know, nilikuwa naangalia kama role models wangu in marriage. But kila kitu ya mwanzo kuja mwisho. But okay, venye Vuvu amesema ija tu affect sana. Ija affect the fact that avocado bado tunauziwa 30 bob pale nje. But we wish you well in your single life. Na maisha iendelee, and we are sorry and I hope everything goes well for you. Na pia avocado ishuke chini, ishuke manzi. So yeah, on another sad note, leo mambo imekuwa mbaya. There is a guy at who was a Nairobi hospital acting finance manager. Hiyo story imetrend sana. Alistabiwa 25 times kwa uso, shingo na kifua. What happened is this guy went to, you know, party. Akaenda kwa club moja, akapatana na madem, waka move to another club. So he was seen walking out to the young lady. Venye walienda kwa nyumba, when they went to the house, you know, he was stabbed. So the police recovered 2 kitchen knives. So they're not sure whether this girl was taking one knife after the other, or she used one knife to kill the man. And so one girl was arrested because some transactions for M-Pesa were seen. She had been sent, I think, 600 shillings or 650 shillings by this guy. So the transactions that were taking place made her a major suspect. But now recently, there is a video that has come out for a girl escaping through a fence. She was like going over a Rukia fence, over a fence, and it's an electric fence. I think hata iko na sengenge, you know, the barbed wire, and she's literally going over it. So her name is Othiambo, I think Anne Othiambo, and she's on the run. And imagine, so she's between 15 to 17 years old. So that is a major suspect so far. So what do you think about this case? Well, metuambia kuna cases mingi Rwanda kama hizi, but Kenya, this is Kenya for you.
I think it's not normal. As I was saying, this generation, I don't know what's wrong with them. Like, how can a 17 years, 18 can do such things? I think it's not, she doesn't do that for nothing. Maybe there was some beef. Yeah, there is something. But after that, even if there was something,
there's no justification, right?
I don't think someone can stab like 27 times.
That must have been a very, very, and imagine she's only between 15 to 70. There must have been, if there's something that had happened before or at the moment. Vuvu, what do you think about this?
Manze, kumekuwa na so much. Okay, on that ni sad sana. Kuna stuff kaa hiyo juu manze, hiyo ni kitu yenye unakaa. Unajua nilikuwa naona we juu alikuwa nasema wako najua like kama alimdunga hivyo ama juu alipata 2, so like maybe alikuwa namdunga hivi like nini
machungu.
But naona hiyo yote nikaa sijui mbona naona ina boil down to like unaona mambo na like wasi wako na stress imeta na shtuka. Wasi wako na stress sahi like people can do whatever. Sahi like kuna stress sana food na whatever like kuna so much negativity iko kwa space. So like me kitu kai kikam sishtuki, but we you need too much
too much coming from a young girl. Yeah. And well, Straton anashanga hapa kwani these things don't happen in Rwanda, right? It's very rare to get such kind of news, huh?
I don't know if you don't know about this guy called Kazungu. Did you hear of him?
Yeah, I think I've heard that name before, but I never took note.
The guy who killed 17 girls. What? No, 14. 14 girls. He killed them and buried in his house.
Oh, well.
And he's claiming that because they only found 12 bodies, he's claiming that he ate too.
Well, that's the Onyancha here. You know,
These days.
No,
You
that
can't
happened recently, right?
Yeah, these days.
Oh,
He's still in court.
that is, I think that's like normal news here, because even here we even have people being told to starve themselves to death through church and stuff. So that is like the worst crime that you have had so far.
Yeah,
Well,
sure,
it's only that
sure.
we cannot talk about the crime.
Maybe it's the first time. It's the first time in Rwanda.
Really? Oh
Yeah.
my God, guys, it's the high time we move to Rwanda, because this is just, you see that this topic I'm reporting now, probably there's somebody saying, msali kufa hivyo tu ameenda. No, I know now the whole Rwanda is in shock.
Yeah, like these guys, he's the first guy in Rwanda does things like that.
Oh my goodness. Now you see the guy I'm talking about now, he's preaching. He used to girls, rape them, drink their blood, and now he's a pastor. It's a normal thing in Kenya. So, oh, Stratton is in shock. He's like, which country did I land?
But since I have seen justice, mob justice, anything can happen.
When was the first time you experienced mob justice, and where?
It was in downtown Hapa in Nyeri. The guy stabbed other guy in the neck in in the stage. In the stage, like everyone with
Seeing.
have seen that.
You saw it too, like you are close by, right?
Yeah, the guy who died, he died like in 5 meter
Away from where you are.
away from.
So that was the first experience in Kenya. What went through
Yeah.
your mind?
Like I shocked for like an hour. I was saying nothing, and I feel like, oh my God. And the guy who stabbed him, it was like 200 people. They beat him like everything. They beat him to death. And the police was there.
And they
Oh
did
my God.
nothing.
They tried, but because of crowd, they were a lot of people. There were so many. They can't do nothing.
What had he stolen? He'd probably stolen a phone or something.
No, they were friends. Those guys were friends. That beef kidogo, the other guy stabbed.
Oh, let me just advise you something in Kenya. You don't just, you see, like from Akere, you don't go running. You can start running as for no reason. Maybe you're running maybe to meet somebody, especially as a man. You just run and run and run, and probably you're just going to meet somebody because you're running out of time. And then somebody just mentioned, Mwizi. You're gone, man. And nobody's going to listen to you. So just walk slowly in town, especially in Nairobi. Don't run, Morife, don't run in Nairobi because you'll be dead meat, okay? So anyway, the family of Eric, we are hoping that we are going to get justice for you. And ako kadem ni kagaidi, man. Sijui kama umeona hiyo video kwa escape. That girl is getting scratched na hiyo sengenge and she doesn't care. And now kama unaniona saa hizi, wewe ni gaidi, man. And I don't know what went on, what happened, but there's no justification for you to kill. Whatever bitterness you had, I think it should have been addressed in a different way. And of course, I'll always advocate for people to talk about mental health. And so sasa tuende kwa the last topic. I think nimeexhaust karibu zote. Hapa hivi Nyeri, we had the Nyeri National Technical Nyeri Polytechnic College National lile iko Nyeri hapo hivi, ilikuwa na annual talent show. The Nyeri National Polytechnic of Kenya ilikuwa hapo hivi na talent show, na tulikuwa pale hivi, chipukizi ali represent hiyo show. So maybe you can tell us, do you have such talent shows in Rwanda? Do your schools maybe have talent shows, or how do you embrace talent in Rwanda? Did you attend the show at the Nyeri Technical?
I have seen it, but I was not there.
Okay.
In Rwanda, there are a lot of it, like in schools. Yeah.
So do you have like, Mr. and Miss, Rwanda College, and then they are crowned? Do you have such?
Yeah, in universities.
Oh, in universities. You don't have them in high schools?
It's not. It's small things. It happens.
Okay.
But
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
another thing I wanted to ask you is about, maybe people are curious to know what happens in schools there. What language? Do you use English? Do you use French? Like in Tanzania, they start to learn about English in high school. Sasa pale primary school naambiwa, haya hisabati moja kwa mbili ukiunganisha unapata 4. So until you get to form 1 is when is when you start learning in English. So in Rwanda, do you use English? Do you use French? Do you use, what language do you use when teaching?
It's in English.
Oh, wow.
It's in English.
Which is your official
from
language?
Nursery. Our official language is Kinyarwanda. Only that.
Oh, wow. It's your official language.
Yeah.
Kenya, what happened to Kenya? Official language is English. National language is Swahili. And of course, now me as a Kikuyu is local language. But you have diverse languages, right? Kinyaru is the only one.
Oh, like you hear everyone speaking Kinyarwanda.
Oh, hey, here we have like more than 45. We have Luya. We even have others I don't even know.
In Rwanda, like all the country speak Kinyarwanda.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so Vuvu, tuambie pale represent by the pale hivi Nyeri.
Wapi usikia hata siku ingia niliingia jioni, nilipiga matenje mchana na mamorio. Nilikuwa bado ile unajua sikuwa nimepanga, alafu ID yangu ilikuwa sasa nikaenda home, nikaenda hiyo receipt ya kwenda ID kwenda kule, nikapata siwezi ingia sijui kuna institute aliambia sijui hawa sio walikuwa na perform, kuna institutions za machuo yani zilikuwa zimeandikwa bla bla. Siku nini, but nilicheki like what went down. Nimecheki Fame manze ali do something.
Shout out to you, Fame.
Jo wengine pia like ni something nice yani, ni something nice.
Pia pale Showtime TV tutakuwa tukiwekea video. We covered some of the events that happened there. So shout out to you Nyeri Tech, tunawapenda sana. Keep on doing what you do, because those stars, show them to the world. Tunawapenda hivi Showtime TV. And can't wait to see you here. So guys, asanteni sana kwa kugrace the show leo. Maybe parting shot from both of you kabla to wind up this show.
Mjibambe manze, kunina weekendi fiti manze.
Asante. What do you have to say before we go to the next segment?
I am inviting you guys come to Showtime Studios where tunapiga pictures, nice ones.
Yeah, exactly. And well, he is our photographer here at Showtime Studios. He's taking moto photos. If you want to take a photo, you want to be taking a photo by a Rwandese guy, as you can see, si mchache. Kujeni hapa hivi, picha ni 100 tu. Picha edited, we have rap, we have makeup, we have entertainment. Pale hivi ka guitar, unapata pale opposite kuna jazz music school. Pale hivi ukipigwa picha pia kuna music inacha pale hivi ka violin. So it's a nice place to be. I'll see you the next weekend. Hopefully mtakuwa na weekend fiti pia. Thank you so much for gracing the show.
Life is short, don't forget to enjoy.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the weekend.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for that. So tunaingililia the next segment ya sports with Ian Fabi, and as I said, wale watu wanakuaga dwanzi kwa sports leo tuko represented, so we're gonna take a short break and we're gonna be right back with sports with Ian Fabi. Keep it locked.
Uniamini niko hapa buda na kam, niko mahali kitu na ngoja hapa ni mataa, niko mtaa mali siwezi piga nduru walai, state ndo kitu nakosa kujitoa swa, vacation ndo nahitaji hapa kwa sana, sasa hiki kamio ni mabawa wenye mnarapshaji changanya kwa mabawa na maanisha kutoka kuwaga hasla, yeah. Na feel na ngoja mtu anifai, yeah. Na feel na ngoja mtu anidai, yeah. Na feel niko mali misidai, na feel najitesa na najua niko
All right, welcome back pale hivi tuangalie venye social media mnasema. Faga boy anasema good show, nice topics, thank you so much. Margaret Deuri, shout out to you watching from Kansas USA. Moturi Ed to Ashera Vuvu Mose and brown skin Motugo Karaoke Edwa mepiga shout out from Sydney, Australia. Kwani uliomoka? Tambo Josian Milka, your fam from Rwanda. Thank you so much for joining us from Rwanda. You're well represented. Cynthia Uwase, come to our future. We are proud of you as Rwanda. Thank you so much. Vijay Sherif, Ndakas, sijui inamaanisha nini hiyo. Tuko ndani. Ndakas. Okay, Ndakas. Shout out to you DJ Sheriff. Rufua Moses, our director pale hivi naona najibamba pale amekaa na mpoa. Amepoka mpoa pale hivi. Anahama Kenya sasa. Hata mimi na consider hivyo. Shenu unaonaje? Rufua sema tuko ndani, and sasa hivi tuko na sports. Nasema leo tuko na special show kwa sababu watu kama mimi wenye wajui football well represented. Karibu sana.
Naitwa Ian. Hii wiki imepita kumekuwa na some interesting matches Champions League, na najua watu wengi
comment tu.
Wanaongoja ni comment kuhusu Man U versus Bayern Munich. Well, hata kama tulipigwa na bao moja, so kuna kitu mnaweza tuambia bado. So tukiingia games za leo in Italy, the standing out match ilikuwa AC Milan versus Verona. AC Milan walishinda 1-0. Tukianza angalia Germany, the outstanding game ilikuanga Borussia Dortmund versus Wolfsburg, ilisha 1-0 to Borussia Dortmund. Sasa tukiingia EPL kwenye kila mtu anakuanga fan, game ya kwanza ilikuanga Crystal Palace versus Fulham, ikaisha 0-0. Luton Town versus Wolves, ikaisha 1-1. Man City versus Nottingham Forest, again Erling Haaland do scoring goals like the goal scoring machine. Man City wakashinda 2-0. Brentford versus Everton. Manchester United, please,
well represented,
versus Burnley. Hiyo tunaua. Game inaanza 10, so bado game ijaanza, lakini tunaenda kuwa Burnley.
Goire mimi hizo vitu zo mimi najua tu Man U, na sasa ndio maana niko hapa tu. Nataka kujua Man, tueleze some of these things that we hear in football but we don't understand. Tueleze tu, what have you prepared for us sisi wenye tunataka kukua fans wa football lakini pale kuna mambo inatulemea.
Leo tutaangalia tutaangalia vitu mingi, just a few interesting facts, alafu tuangalie games za kesho. Leo sitaongea mingi juu bado games hazijaisha, but kesho bado nitakuwa around na bado tunaweza kuwa na show ingine,
na pia time yenye Muturi atakuwa kwa sababu mimi
so ukiangalia picha ya futa, hope unajua penalty box.
Mimi najua penalty ni ile bao mse upigwa kwa sababu ya maybe default kwa sababu ya handball. Niko handball.
Okay, make a foul in the penalty box, hizo ndio unapewa penalty. So like the penalty box ni box, but nje hiyo box kuna kuanga na a D, like a D around it. It's called the penalty arc. So watu wengi uliza hiyo inakuanga ya kazi gani na ilikuja kwa futa lini. So basically the penalty box purpose yake inakuanga ya keep players 10 yards away from the penalty box as the player is taking a penalty. So like hiyo ndio inakuanga purpose yake, to keep the other players, your teammates and the opponents 10 yards away from you mwenye anachukua penalty box, to avoid encroachment yani. So like kama kuna mse anapiga pena alafu upite that D, inaitangwa encroachment na unaweza pewa yellow card juu ya encroachment.
Na hiyo yellow card inamaanisha hautacheza game nyingine ama?
Hapana, yellow card ni if you commit a foul unapewa a yellow card. If you are given okay, tuseme kuna kuanga na purpose ya yellow card. If you are given 2 yellow cards in a single game, inakuwa a red card, now inacha kuwa yellow card inakuwa red